Good morning. Happy Monday. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I know I did. Did a little home project. Can't wait to show that to you guys. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and hop into the verse of the day. All right, let's see. The verse of the day is Ecclesiastes 12:13. It says, that's the whole story. Here now is my final conclusion. Fear God and obey his commands, for this is everyone's duty. Fear God and obey his commands, for this is everyone's duty. Let's start off with the first two words, which says fear God. Fear is not to be cowardly where you're under the table and just shaking and trembling for your life. Fear is to respect. Fear is to give honor. Fear is to recognize that God is the highest of highest, the King of kings, the Lord of lords. So respecting him as so. And it says, and obey his commands, for this is everyone's duty. You know, God calls us to obey his commands. And can anyone guess what God's greatest command is? And I'm going to give you guys a second so you can think. God's greatest command is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, and all your mind. That's what we're called to do. Is to give God all of us. And if we're not giving God all of us, I don't know if that's love. I don't know if that's fearing God, respecting his command. And for me, I will say that I do love God with all my heart. I do. I'm not the greatest, at being loving to my neighbor, which is the second greatest command. Just because, there's some things I'm working on, when it comes to being patient and, showing grace and things like that. But I will say, and I can single-handedly say, I 100% love the Lord with all of my heart, all my soul, and all of my mind, 100%. I'm grateful to God. I respect God. And I believe that there is no other name greater than the name of Jesus Christ. So for you, what are some areas in which you feel like God is calling you when it comes back to obeying his commands? I think for me, again, like we talked about last week, is planting the seed and sharing the word. So what I've taken the initiative to do is to spread the word on my YouTube channel and to get the word out there. And I do believe that that is working, and I'm grateful to God for that, 100%. Give all glory to God for that. But what are some areas that you could be working on? What are some areas that you're not so great in? Do you yourself fear God? Do you yourself obey his commands? Drop down in the comments below and let me know what this verse means to you. Have a great Monday.